Today we'll discuss about voice over IP communication. It's a technology which allows you to make voice call using broadband internet connection. It converts your voice into digital signal and it travel over internet. Okay. So here this is our topology. I have three voice over IP phone in my head office and two in my branch office. So I want to make a call between the phones in same branch, and I can call between phones in head office to branch office. Okay. So this phone has a number 1001. This one has number 2001. How you are getting these numbers, how you make a call, all things I'll tell you. So we have to configure the routers in head office, branch office. We have to configure the switch 1 in head office, branch office, and you have to configure some settings in switch 5 in head office, branch office. Go for the configuration. First thing, create a VLAN for voice 70 number in head office switch 1. I go for head office switch 1. You know that. Go to head office switch 1 because this is head of H1 BTP server switch. We can create VLAN only here, right? So go to the configuration mode VLAN 70, name it voice. Do the same in branch office switch 1 and make VLAN 70 and name voice. Then this switch S5 I'll go for configuring so that I can connect voice or IP phones into S5 of head office and branch office. What configuration I will do here? Let's see. Range of ports 0 FA 0 bar 21 to 24. I want to make them access and I want to configure voice VLAN 70. So before you configure this commands in FS bar 21, 22, 20, 24, no, make sure that these ports are on, not shut, and they are not configured with port security or any other MAC address key or maximum violations, everything. Okay, all those things should be removed. After that, you want to configure access and voice VLAN. Why do we need access ports? Okay, so here this voice or IP can be implemented in two ways. One is make a call by using this IP phone to another IP phone. Another way is we can connect a computer and with a browser, special browser, we can make call from computer to another number. That's why we made access port. But here I am not connecting any computer, just I connected voice or IP. So make that ports in head office switch 5 as switch port 1 access and switch port voice VLAN 70. I already done this in head office switch 5 and branch office switch 5. Okay, you want to see, go here in branch office switch 5. You can see that FA range FA 0 bar 21 24. In my switch I already configured switch port security, MAC address key maximum 2 violate city. So what I will do, I remove that by adding no in front of all commands. If you didn't add port security in this commands, no need to do this. Okay, after that what I will do, I have to put switch port mode access, then switch port voice VLAN 70. Done. Now after adding the VLAN 70, we need to make sure that interval and routing for VLAN 70 is done, right? For that I have to configure interval routing in head office router 1 or router and branch office router. How to add this? See here. The VLAN number is 70, right? So I'll go for interface FA0 bar 0.70 encapsulation.1Q70. Why Mr. FA0 bar 0 only? Because this is the port I am using. Okay. After that, encapsulation, divide a interface into sub interface to support different VLANs. We need encapsulation.1Q. Then IP address, this IP address you should give for the default gateway for VLAN 70. In my network, this is the IP I'm using, this subnet mask. But your network, I don't know. You want to find out any free net IP and free subnet mask. Okay. Helper address, you should give the IP address of your DHCP server, this one. So my DHCP server is this one. IP address is 192.168.210. In your project, maybe different IP, you have to give that one. Right? Done. Exit. Then after that, what I will do, before going into this communication configuration, I want to configure the DHCP server in head office and branch office. So I'll go here. This is my DHCP server. I'll go to services. I want to add a new pool VLAN 70. See, the default gateway already configured in the router. This is my DNS server. This is my starting IP 218, my subnet mask. TFTP server 192.163.217. This actually, when you're configuring this DHCP VoIP in router, no, you want to mention option 150 to make it VoIP support to you. Okay, so instead of that option 150, I'm adding the VoIP default gateway, the VLAN 70 default voice VLAN default gateway in TFTP server. You want to add this. Okay, Just add the voice over IP, that VLAN 70 gateway. I add here. Same in branch office router. What we do is we have to configure subinterface, see 0.70, and here instead of 3.17 I want to mention 4.217. Okay, then here the IP helper is 4.210. So this is the DHCP server of branch office. So whatever is your branch office DHCP server, you have to mention that one. Here it is 4.210. Done. Now the actual coding for VoIP. Before we start the coding, now we should know what is Skinny Client Tunnel Protocol. This is the Cisco proprietary protocol for voice over IP communication, and the port number is 2000. So before you start doing, we should know what is this. Okay. Now in the head office router and branch office router, I'll configure those commands like telephony service. How many evodes we have? 5. How many directory number? 5. So directory number means like in our college, we can call inside the college we can call 1001 for say 101 for dean, 102 for HOD, like that. Okay, directory numbers. Then the source address is the same, that VLAN 70 gateway. Then port 2000, I told you. Why 2000? Skinny client protocol uses 2000. Or 1001 to 5, I can assign numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 means the number assigned is 1001. 2 means 1002, like that. I have to configure after this one. I come out and I will configure ePhone directory number 1. This is the number 1. This is number 2, 1002. Day number 3, 1003. Now I have maximum 5, but I didn't use all the 5. I use only 3 because remaining 2 I will put it later. Okay. So here these numbers are being get when you assign these things, no, after configuration they will get numbers. The phone will get 1000, 2000, like that. Okay. The same you should do in the branch office also, but numbers will change, gate will change, and here instead of 1001 in the branch office numbers are starting with 2000. So 2001, 2002, 2003. Okay. Now this is the simple configuration for making communication between phones in the same network. So if I want to make a call from IP phone in my head office to another IP phone head office, I can do this by using this code. So from here to here also it's possible. So go here, I want to dial a number in the same network, 1002. Take the call. This is a number. This is for taking the call and making a call. You have to lift the receiver. You have to do, redo everything you can do. Okay, close. Now you have to put the receiver back, otherwise it will be engaged always. Put this back. Also this one, put, okay, done. Now I want to make a communication from iPhone in head office to branch office. Okay, from branch to head office. How it is possible? I need a separate coding. See here, to call from IP phone from head office to branch office, actually we are going to dial a remote network, a remote phone, like configuring a static route to a remote network. What are things I should do? I have to configure these 3 commands in head office and branch office. In head office, I have to configure dial peer voice 300 VoIP. Dial peer means I am going to dial a peer, my friend in remote network. Voice type, what are communication I'm going to use? Voice. And port number, the number I can use any number, 300, 1 to 1000 something, I can use 300 here. That indicate the communication. Then what type of voice communication? VoIP. Destination pattern. So from head office, I'm going to call this number, right? So their pattern is 200. See, 2001. So 200 is common. That's why I put 200 dot. See here, dot. Session target IP for this one is actually we are going to target a label. This label is actually I want to call from here to here through this gateway address. Now this IP I put is 192.168.5.2. This IP I put here. Okay, and from branch office same communication, but the port number 300 become 301. Destination pattern is 100 dot, because when I call from here to here, this phone is actually 100,001. So I put 100 is a common one, no, that's why I put 100 dot. Then the target is this, from here this is the target, no, 192.168.5.1. that's the IP. Whatever IP you have in your project, you have to do that. Okay, I'm using this one. Now I'm going to add now I make a call from here to here. It's done. Let me check. Go here, I'm going to call 2002. So now we'll check, discuss about how to add a new IP phone here. Already we have 3 phone here and 2 phone here. No, I have to add a new one for your information, right? So go here. When you collect the end devices, there will be IP phone here. After the printer, IP phone is there. 7960 phone. Okay, drag and drop the phone. Now you want to turn it on. Actually, it is turned off by default. You want to click the phone. Now there will be a adapter over here. Connect the adapter like this in this port. Then the phone is on. Now you want to connect the straight through cable. We already configured FA 0 bar 21, 22, 23, 24, right? So already we have connected two devices. Now I'm going to connect the third phone. Go here. I'm using 23. Connect this one. Switch port. I'm going to connect my IP phone to switch, right? Go for switch. After that, you want to check whether we added a third number or not. So third number, let me wait for the cursor. Okay, when you click that one phone, you could see that phone number. I already added, I think I added three numbers. See here, I added three numbers. 2003 should come there. Let me check here. The Here I want to check here and go to the phone. Check this GUI. See, it's still configuring. I'll wait for the configuration. It will take few seconds to get the phone number here. Just fast forward. Let me check that which one router configuration. I already done three ports, but let me check that. This one, go for the show run. Let me check how many numbers I have added. Oh, in the branch office, I have only added only two. Okay, I have to add a new number, one more number. See, we have only ephone DN 2 and 1. Already 2001 2000 done. Now third one. How do we add? Go here, configure space T. I'll go for ephone hyphen DN directory number 3. Number you want to put what number? I am going to put 2003. Done. Do WR. Done. After that, fast forward. Now, after a few seconds, you can go and check this phone whether it has received a number or not. S2003. Now you can make a call from this number to anywhere. This is how you add a number. Connect a phone, then how you receive a number. You want to add numbers here. Here by default I added five numbers now, but I just configured only three numbers. If you want to add another number, that time you can add. So what we do is we made five phones here, five data number, but I did only three. Remaining two I kept for exam time. If anyone asks you to add, panel asks you to add a new phone, you can just simply, no need to add all those things, just go for ePhone-DN 4, add a number 2004, ePhone-DN 5, add a number 2005, like that. Okay, this is how you add the new phones and how to make communication. I already told you. So see you in the next video. Bye.